Success, guys, is a very, very lonely road, man. Very few people are willing to endure the pain, the sacrifice, the due diligence to be successful. It's an uphill battle. And along that road, you're not going to see too many friends. You're going to see your shadow most often. You got to trust in the heart of hearts. Inside what you're doing, what you believe in is a worthy cause, a winnable fight. See, the thing is, for many people, they've tried the same path you're on, and they failed. As you walk this journey, you're going to see carcasses all over the place of people that didn't quite have it. That should inspire you because you got further than that person and that person. But you're not looking to get further than them, you're looking to finish. How do you know you're on the right path? Where do you go to ensure that? Do you talk to your neighbor? No, you don't talk to him. I'll tell you about the neighbor, guys. That neighbor's going to come in, man, and if you're a little chubby, a little overweight, you'd be like, hey, man, I'm thinking about doing a routine, man, and getting a training program where I lose some weight. He's going to encourage you at first. He's like, yeah, you should. Basically insulting your ass, and you're fat, and you need to lose some weight. That's never support. It's negative shit. Oh, you should lose some weight. So then you take his advice, and you start training, you start doing something, you start to get in shape a little bit, maybe at his level. Then all of a sudden, he's going to start asking questions. His tone's going to shift, especially as you get in better shape than him. Then he's going to start talking shit. Because what happens now, guys, is that your success is like a spotlight shining down on their missed opportunities. Success, many will love you for it. The majority will hate you. Because your success makes them feel insufficient in their current endeavor. Reminds them of where they could have done it, but they came up short, and how they didn't revisit it. Where they went at it and failed, and failure is what stood. They never revisited it again. The difference between a winner and a loser, the failure's there every single time. It's just the winner gets back up and does it again, until it goes his way. So now you're down that path and you're all alone. How do you know you're on the right path? How do you know what you're doing is in the right direction? If you're wondering if you're on the right path, look at the small things of life. How do you do them? When you wash your car, you spend an hour washing your car. You finish washing, you put the hoses and everything away and the brushes, and you come outside to look at the job you did, but you notice the spot's missing. What do? Do you re-grab the hoses, pull it all out, and finish the job right, or do you say, you know, it's good enough? And it's good enough. Because the thing about good enough is we don't know if it's enough. Until the nth hour, the final hour, and everything's on the line. That's when we find out if it is enough. And if we come up short, man, doesn't that suck? I promise you guys, if today you never say good enough, tomorrow you'll always have enough. What I'm saying is the character of who you are. It's not the title that makes you, it's not the success that makes you. The character defines the success, defines the fame, and it starts right there. Championships aren't won in the theater of the arena. They're won in the thousands of hours in the training room, in the labs, in the 5 a.m. runs, when it's raining, when everyone else is sleeping. That's when it's won. The heart of a champion is a light switch that's always on. It doesn't go on and off when someone's watching. It's constant. It's how you look at something. If your name's attached to it, that you do it right, the best of your ability every single time. If you're dusting your countertops, do you dust around the picture frame, or do you pick the up and dust the entire thing? Do the job right or don't do it at all. That's the same person who has his hand raised on the podium one day. Same motherfuckers. How you hold yourself in the small things of life. Build the character winning blocks of the things that we're remembered for. I see them as one and one the same, guys. It begins right now with no one looking, man. And how you hold yourself, how you see yourself. What do you do when no one's watching? If you do it then, I guarantee you, you'll be doing it when everyone's watching. How do you not burn out? How do you stay true to the course when that course could be 5 years, 10 years? How do you stay true to the path, man? Well, there's a real quick answer to a very complicated question. You don't burn out mentally because you always burn out physically. When you guys burn out physically, you push your current limitations to a new barrier, do you not? You hit failure and you go beyond. You force your body to create a demand to grow even more. By burning out physically, you ensure that you grow physically. If you don't burn out physically, then even though you go to the gym, you put your time in there, you check the box, yeah, I went to the gym, man, all good. You come back around, you look in the mirror, man, I'm not seeing anything, I'm not seeing any changing, no. Well, because you haven't pushed yourself for your body to have a reason to change. If I gave a valiant effort to something, day in, day out, I saw no change, I'd probably quit too. But the reason why you're quitting, man, the reason why mentally you're burning out, is because you're not burning out physically. It's that mind-body connection of invincibility when you sync them up, guys. Every transformation always gets worse before it gets better. It's supposed to be that way. The journey is not easy. Before you start that journey, mentally, you must fuel yourself with the right reasons, the right fuel to sustain the entire journey. Everyone's hot off the start, but after a month or so into it, or a couple weeks into it, with the wear and tear and the grind starts to hit you, you start losing focus on the horizon, do you not? You get caught away in the daily hiccups, the ups and downs, and the wear and tear. And you focus on the speed bumps, the daily activities, losing sight of the true purpose. When you lose sight of the purpose, you give too much value of what the pain is today. We always invest today, sacrifice today for tomorrow's betterment. But if we don't know what that betterment is, the want factor of what we're really doing it for, we can't win this war, guys. Once you find out you want, regardless of what it is, then you combine the mind and the body together. That's when life gets exciting, guys. Stories of inspiration where the person overcomes the odds. When you see the good, man, pump the brakes. Put your hands together, man. Give credit where it's due. Remember the name of the person that overcame the odds, because that same person you're going to use in your own battle one day. When you hit rock bottom and you feel like the walls and monkeys on your back and Murphy's hitting you down every single step, you're going to use that inspiration to take that one more step forward that makes all the f***ing difference. Let me give you a few examples of these, of people that overcome the odds. This kid couldn't speak. Everyone else in his peer group speaking all good. He couldn't speak. At age 7, everyone's reading and talking. He can't read. He was slowing down so much, the teachers brought his parents in, man, and said, dude, the kid's gotta go, man. He's just slow. He's not creative. He's slowing down the betterment of the entire class. Gotta go. Parents brought him home and he's like, man, what are we gonna do with this? He's a child of ours. It's too bad. They put him to work. He got fired from every single job he ever tried. All this guy knows up until 21 years old is failure. He's never tasted success. He just gets up and keeps trying, fails. He gets up and keeps trying. Until one day he found out what he wanted, what inspired him, and he gave it everything he had, day in, day out, man. He burned the midnight oil, so he didn't have to stay awake in the midnight hours wondering what if. This guy tried something 1,093 times before it was successful. 1,093 times, man. When the hell have you ever tried something more than 10 times before you throw in the towel? I can't say I have. This guy did. And why? That was what he wanted. How was it nourished? Failure. Everything failed in his life. So when it failed the 1,000th time, he's like, well, f*** it, man. It's an average day. It always fails. I keep on going, but his invention got smarter and quicker. That failure made him more and more successful. It's getting closer and closer and closer. And finally, the light bulb lit. That was Thomas Edison. Failure, dumbass, his entire life. He had over another 1,000 patents. Energy's never lost, transferred. That negative energy, that fear, is destroyed. It comes back in as confidence. You're like, what else am I capable of? What else am I holding my back from that I'm capable of more? What am I running from I don't need to? What else can I overcome? You face your fears, you become the person you want to be. You run from your fears, you're not living. You're alive, but you're not taking the freedom. You're not running the day. The day's running you. You always be the f***ing servant, not the master, guys. If you find a fear, the quickest, the easiest way you can beat it is initially, right when it comes in. If you allow it to sit, it will grow roots and start breaking you down, destroying the potential of the person you can be. Again, the champions, guys. It's not their potential, it's not their genetics. It's their perseverance to always show up, always willing to fail, because in failure, that's part of success. Success is not, a marathon of life with just ups. Success is formulated through failures. Through facing your fears, through falling down and getting back up. That's what creates the champion. Success does not define us. We define the success. Champions come in pairs of two, because you battle yourself into perfection. There are going to be days, man, where you're dragging ass. But there's every excuse in the world why not to go to the gym. Having that partner is going to assure you get there. We will kid ourselves, man. We will fail all the time on ourselves. But it's a sad motherfucker that fails on someone else's terms. Who the fuck? What happened to old Greg, man? This is a new. Who's this? That's right. The new motherfucker's here to stay. And getting the fucking on my plan. Get the fuck out of here.
Every human being on Earth is the most important human being on Earth as far as he or she is concerned.
Just ask for another book. Ask for another seminar. Ask for another idea. And you can start this whole process of personal life change.
If the enemy has so contaminated your thinking and your philosophy to the degree that you feel like you are a nothing, a zero, a has-been, a reject, that you feel like you are too old or too fat or too dark or too light or too this or too that or too the other to do the will of God, he will use anything against you. He will use your childhood, your past, your broken home, your broken dreams, your broken promises, whatever he can get on you, your first marriage, your first job, your first date, your first boyfriend, your first car. He'll use anything, your first child, your firstborn. He doesn't care what he goes after. He'll kill anything he can to destroy you from reaching your potential. I came to tell you, you are on the hit list. The enemy's after your mind. He's after your joy. He's after your peace. He's after your confidence. He's after your self-esteem. Don't let anybody tell you that Christianity is a negative, deadbeat religion for rejected, broken people. The devil is a lie.
If you want something worthwhile, take the attitude that there are a lot more reasons why you can have it than there are that you cannot, and set out to earn it. Go after it, work at it, ask for it, and 9 times out of 10, you will get it.
Take advice, but not orders. Take information, but don't let somebody, order your life. Make sure what you do is the product of your own conclusion. Excellent note to make. Make sure what you do is the product of your own conclusion. Not to do what someone else says. Take what someone else says, process it, think about it, ponder it. If it makes you wonder, if it makes you think, then it's valuable. Then, when you go take action, make sure that the action, not what somebody told you to do, make sure the action is the product of your own conclusion.
How often in your life have you lived in the cheap seats? Watching the game, not in it. And if you are in the game, which game are you in? Are you playing Little League? Adult recreation? Are you in the minor leagues? Or are you in the major leagues? Are you playing full out? That's what life is about, right? Is playing full out. Not holding back. I mean, what happens after 80, 90 years? We're gone. Life is too short to hold back. It's too short. So we have to go out, we have to get in the game, we have to play in a way like few other people play.
Practice. It takes time. You will make mistakes. But it's one of the best experiences, because if you're successful and you persevere and you're determined, you will find a freedom and an abundance of wealth these people will never know.
Someone's opinion of you does not have to become your reality.
Belief in success is the one basic, absolutely essential ingredient in all successful people. Believe, really believe, you can succeed and you will.
So what's possible for you? Have you asked yourself that? Have you truly asked yourself, if I could do anything in failure and I would not fail, what would I do?
There's nothing magical or mystical about the power of belief. Belief, the positive I can attitude, generates the power, the skill, and the energy needed to do it. Doubt, the subconscious will to fail, the not really wanting to succeed, is responsible for most failures.
So I applaud you for your dreaming, for your running toward your dream. I applaud you for believing in yourself. because that's what life is about. Stretching and challenging, looking for ways that you can begin to improve yourself.
Everyone. So I've had people tell me what's possible and what's not. Impossible is a big word that people throw around, small-minded people, to justify what they have in life. Because it's a whole lot easier to accept what's given to you than to go out and make that difference, to make your life by your design.
Physiology. If you don't change your physiology, you won't get anything. So an incantation is not only you speak it, but you embody what you're saying with all the intensity you can. And you do it with enough repetitions that it sticks in your head. Like It's a Small World, now the conversation in your head is always the same and it gives you what you want. So you use your body and your voice.
Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, and don't settle.
Let me tell you something, reaching out and helping people will bring you more satisfaction than anything else you've ever done.
Vince Scott said, if you're not willing to risk, you can't grow. And if you can't grow, you can't become your best. And if you can't become your best, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there?
Early to bed, early to rise, work like hell and advertise.
You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. I don't care how much money you make, you can't take it with you.
If there's no enemy within, the enemy outside can do us no harm.
Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. They somehow already know what you truly want to become.
You only live once, so do what you feel passionate about. Take chances professionally.
Imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed and standing around you are the ideas, the dreams that have been given to you by life, the talents, the gifts that you've never nurtured, that you never developed, the skills that you never did anything with, standing around your bed looking at you with large, angry eyes, saying, we came to you. Only you could have given us life. And now we must die with you forever. And the question is, if you died now, what dreams, what ideas, what talents, what abilities, what skills, what books, what sermons, what seminars, what businesses will die with you? Born in an abandoned building on the floor, labeled educable, mentally retarded. No college training. No one could have told me I would have produced 5 specials for public television.
Attitude is a reflection, a result of a person's will. It is incalculably powerful. It can bring about marvelous results for us, but we need to train it patiently, day by day.
If you see yourself as a failure, for example, as someone who doesn't have the luck or the connections or the willpower of those who succeed, then that belief will govern your actions, and you'll most certainly mold exactly the life you predict for yourself. But if you honestly believe in your own capabilities, your capabilities to learn, to change, to adapt, to expand, to achieve personal breakthroughs, then your possibilities in life are literally unlimited. And you know what? You'll find references to back this up, to make yourself feel even more certain. And all personal breakthroughs, we must remember, begin with a change in our beliefs.
There is still time. As long as there's breath in your nostrils, as long as you can wake up in the morning, listen to me, you still in the game, which means if you're in the game and there's still time in the game, still time left in the game, you can still win the game.
No matter who the person is or what he does, men and women in sales, business executives, people in all the professions, wives and mothers, students, top people in the armed forces, public servants, men and women in the service of religion, working men and women in all fields of endeavor. Wherever you find a person doing an outstanding job and getting outstanding results, you will find a person with the right kind of attitude.
You got to get to a place in your life where all your strength is gone and you're no longer operating on strength, but now you begin to operate on will.
Get your brain to associate enough massive pain to your old belief, and I promise you it'll change in a heartbeat. You've got to feel deep in your gut that not only has this belief cost you pain in the past, but it's costing you pain in the present, and ultimately, it can take away everything you desire from your future. Then you need to associate tremendous pleasure to the idea of adopting a new, empowering belief.
tired of starting over, stop giving up. Some people dream of success while you're going to wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not going to stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it! Just do it! Yes, you can! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make your dreams come true! Just do it!
But imagine, if you will, being on your deathbed, and standing around you are the ideas, the dreams that have been given to you by life, the talents, the gifts that you've never nurtured, that you never developed, the skills that you never did anything with, standing around your bed looking at you with large angry eyes, saying, we came to you, only you could have given us life, and now we must die with you forever. And the question is, if you died now, what dreams, what ideas, what talents, what abilities, what skills, what books, what sermons, what seminars, what businesses will die with you?
Put a little pressure on it. Start from the bottom. Be real with yourself. Truth hurts sometimes. And then I need you to get the most that you can get out of it.
So as you begin to look at this decade and affirming that this is your decade, as you set goals that will make you stretch, that will bring out the best in you, as you begin to remove the negative, toxic people from your life, as you decide to take some chances in life, and that's one of the things that's very important. Viscard said, if you're not willing to risk, you cannot grow. And if you cannot grow, you cannot become your best. And if you cannot become your best, you cannot be happy. And if you can't be happy, then what else is there?
Every single thing you said you wanted to accomplish, you wanted to do, guess what? We still got time, baby. It is not lost. You still have time. That's right. You still got time, baby.
Who are you right now? And who must you become in order to create what you want? What has to change about you? What is it that you're doing right now that would be a liability for you? As you begin to look toward the future and take inventory of yourself, what is it about you right now that you've got to leave this behind? Because this no longer fits. Looking at where you want to go and the kind of person that you must become, the kind of standards that you have for you. What is it that you must do differently?
You have to get to a place where you become comfortable with being uncomfortable.
What is it that you could love doing 7 days a week that'll bring a smile to your face?
If you want to make your dream become reality, the people that are running at their dreams know that it's possible that you can live your dream, that it's necessary, that you're relentless, that you have a plan of action, that you are creative. The people that are living their dream are finding winners to attach themselves to. The people that are living their dreams are the people that know that if it's going to happen, it's up to them. And they're resolving within themselves, it's not over until I win. The people that are running after their dream know they're going to have hard times. They keep on running because they're saying within themselves, I'm the one, no matter how bad it is or how bad it gets, I'm going to make it. The people that are running after their dreams are the people that are hungry.
That once a person's mind is expanded with an idea or a concept, it can never be satisfied to going back to where it was. So some of you are going to experience a breakthrough. Some of you are going to go back and look at your dreams and brush them off. Some of you are going to begin to look at yourself and say, hey, look here, I know I have not done all that I can do. Whatever goal that you have in mind, I want that to be a goal that will challenge you, something that will make you stretch.
You can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backwards.
Will today be the day you finally decide that who you are as a person is much more than what you've been demonstrating? Many people just jump in the river of life without ever really deciding where they want to end up.
If you make exercise your hobby instead of your enemy, it becomes your friend. It's the one thing that will never let you down, will always be there for you, and will always make you better than you were the day before. Remember that every time you go to the gym, every time you put the right supplement in your house, you're better than you were 10 minutes ago.
How much time do you spend working on you? How much time do you spend every day working on your dream? In the last 90 days, how many books have you read? In the last year, what new skill or knowledge have you acquired? What kind of investment have you made in you? Ladies and gentlemen, fear kills dreams. Fear kills hope. Fear put people in the hospital. Fear can aid you. Fear, ladies and gentlemen, can hold you back from doing something that you know within yourself that you're capable of doing, but it will paralyze you.
Take action. Take massive action to make it happen. Stay committed to your decisions, but stay flexible in your approach. Life is a gift, and it offers each of us the privilege, the opportunity, and the responsibility to give something back by becoming more.
So you have to trust that the dots will somehow connect in your future. You have to trust in something, your gut, destiny, life, karma, whatever. Because believing that the dots will connect down the road will give you the confidence to follow your heart, even when it leads you off the well-worn path, and that will make all the difference. My second story is about love and loss. I was lucky. I found what I loved to do early in life when I was 20. The heaviness of being successful was replaced by the lightness of being a beginner again, less sure about it. I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life.
You need to decide what you want. What is it that you're absolutely committed to achieving? The difference in the results that people produce comes down to what they've done differently from others in the same situation. Different actions produce different results. Remember, a truly committed decision is the force that changes your life.
You got to ask yourself, how long am I going to allow this to hold me back? I like the King Nicholas says, he said, fear is false evidence appearing real. That is
our mind. It is a state of mind that can be changed.
Most people have no idea of the giant capacity we can instantly command when we focus all of our resources on mastering a single area of our lives. Controlled focus is like a laser beam that we can use to break through anything that seems to be stopping us. Set a course for where you really want to go and have a plan or a map so that you can make quality decisions along the way. You see, I truly believe that we all have a sleeping giant within us. Each of us has a talent, a gift, our own bit of genius just waiting to be tapped.
And the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking and don't settle.
Look at your life right now. Whatever you've done up to this point in time, your life is working. Whatever you have produced, it came out of you as a result of the kind of person that you have become. As a result of your choices, as a result of your consciousness. Now you have to ask yourself, are you satisfied with what you have produced? Is this what you want? Would you like for things to be better than this?
I wanted to look like a freak ever since I was a kid. So my dream was to look like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Lo and behold, I surpassed my ambitions.
Do you believe that you deserve better than this? Or are you content? This is it. You don't have to do anything else. That you already resign yourself in life. Say, well, I'm happy. I'm not starving like the people in Calcutta. Are you allowing yourself to get off the hook like that? Or do you believe somewhere in the back of your mind or in your heart that there's some other great work for you to do? There's something else that life has for you. And that's why you're here.
Now, I've been taking steroids for 25 years. I started when I was 18. The reason I started was I was a competitive bodybuilder and I was willing to do whatever it takes to reach my goal. This is not making me look good right here, what I'm saying, but I'm just being honest and I'm being straight and I'm telling people the truth.
You have to begin to fortify yourself. How do we do that? I believe that you have to begin to consciously monitor your inner conversation and start talking to yourself. Start building yourself up. Sometimes the only good things you will hear about you are the things that you say to you. So I'm saying learn to be your own booster. Start building yourself up. Start encouraging yourself. Start saying, I can do this. I can make this happen. When I started thinking about becoming a speaker, I said, yes, I can do this. I can make this happen. When I start trying to convince myself I can be a businessman after flopping and failing and losing thousands of dollars and feeling stupid and dumb and having people take advantage of me because of what I didn't know. I had to talk to myself because people were saying to me that I was dumb. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I was saying, you're right. Look at what I've done. I had to say, no, Les. Hey, come on, man. Get yourself together. You can handle this. period. This is a commission you have to pay for what you don't know. You can do this. Other people have done it. Doesn't take an Einstein. Get you some people that can teach you some stuff that you don't know. Get you some people that have done it successfully and learn from them. Take some seminars, workshops, read some books about business. Change the way you see yourself and begin to tap into the personal details. Understand that nobody's going to take care of your business better than you. And when I start changing that kind of mindset of beating myself up because of my mistakes and start looking at the possibility of not doing that, of not making the adjustments that will enable me to do what I want to do successfully, things begin to change. I'm saying stop beating up on yourself. You do it. I know you do it. I've done it. It's a natural inclination for us to put ourselves down. See, we are born negative, I think, in a negative consciousness because we live in a negative world.